Welcome back to Chic Critiques. It's your girl Mercedes here, and it's the end of the year, but before 2018 is over, there's so many films that I want to talk to you guys about, so we have no time to waste. It's time to get started right now. Let's go. So the first film we're talking about today is Bird Box, and that stars Sandra Bullock, Trevante Rhodes, and Lil Rel.
Something's happened. Can you just please drive? Did you see something?
I'll give Bird Box the kudos of Alfred Hitchcock American Psycho, like the Psycho movie, because the entire movie you're watching something and you're scared of this thing, but you don't know what the thing is. Just like in Psycho when Alfred Hitchcock made the genius idea to have, the woman killed in the shower, but you never see the killer. You just kind of see. And people were petrified. You're petrified of something that you cannot see. And that's exactly what they did in Bird Box. You never saw what these monsters were or what this thing was in the sky that everybody's running from and afraid of and don't want to look at. But and it grabs you in. It's intense, it's scary, and you don't even know what you're scared of. I will say the symbolism in the movie. I love symbolism. I love symbolism. So at the beginning, Sandra Bullock is painting. She's a painter, and she's actually painting very dark pictures. But there's a picture in the corner that she was painting, and it was a woman who was by herself and she was in solitude. And I think throughout the entire film, you're watching Sandra Bullock, who is emotionally unavailable, disattached. She's not really engaged with people, and she's pregnant when we first meet her, and she's not even excited about having a child. Almost like conveying society today, because we are so disengaged, unattached, so selfish. And in the movie you see people who act just like that. They're not looking out for their fellow human being or worried about the next person. It's very selfish motivated to survive. And at the end of the day, are we all so engaged within ourselves that we're not connecting to anyone else? We can't even see anyone else, hence the blindfold. But you don't see anyone else. And are you worried about anyone else? Are you worried about your fellow man? That's what I got from it. Of course, art is up for interpretation for anyone, but that's my takeaway for Bird Box. Another film that I saw this year, which I'm sure a lot of you have as well because it did so well in the box office, was Creed 2.
I ain't got a choice.
That's the same thing your father said, and he died right here in my hands. That kid was raised in hate. It's dangerous. He broke things in me that ain't never been fixed. It ain't worth it.
Now, Creed 2 stars a very fine Michael B. Jordan. He fine. And Sylvester Stallone, the veteran. Now, Sylvester Stallone is known for writing all of the Rocky franchise movies, and he actually wrote Creed 2. He didn't write Creed 1, but he wrote Creed 2. And you could definitely tell a difference from 1 and 2. So Creed 2 is very much more in depth with the story of Apollo Creed and his son, Adonis. So you're getting more, what do you call it? You get more meat on the bone, okay? So there's definitely more meat on the bone. There's more story. There's more in depth. You get to know these characters a little bit more. You can tell they clearly have built on the first Creed, and they're adding more layers to the characters. So there probably will be a Creed 3, I'm sure, because it did so well. What I will say that I really appreciated about this movie was, and I saw it in theaters, was that you felt the emotion of the fight. It was like you were in the ring with Adonis and you felt every blow, every punch. Like the director, his name is Capel. First name, let me get that. I'm gonna write it across the bottom. I know last name is Capel. Stephen Capel. Stephen Capel did a great job at really like bringing you into the ring with Adonis, and you feel blow for blow, you are feeling it with him. You feel the pain, you feel the anguish. Michael B. Jordan, okay, this is the thing with Michael B. Jordan. Yes, he is fine, but Michael needs to work on his acting chops just a little bit, okay? He's not bad, don't get me wrong. Please, I don't want the Michael B. Jordan hive to come and comment, but he's not a great actor yet. And I do see the potential, but I just don't see it yet because I'm not seeing the range. I feel like he's starting to do action movie after action movie, and we're starting to see just like a makeup of, you know, Michael B. Jordan. And that might be what he wants to be. Maybe he wants to be an action star. I don't know. But as an actor who, if he wants to work on his range as an actor, maybe he should start choosing different roles. And I did see Fruitvale Station. It was a great movie. I wasn't impressed with his acting, as I'm not impressed with his acting in Creed 2. Wasn't bad, just wasn't great. However, an actor that I am like really taken away by in his craft, Mahershala Ali. Now we're talking about somebody with some range, okay? Range. Mahershala Ali starred in Moonlight, the Academy's Best Picture last year, and now he's in Green Book this year, another movie that I saw. And you really, I mean, he went from thug, Mr., you know, dope Dylan in Moonlight to smooth pianist, upper echelon, you know, top of the food chain black man who happens to be gay in Green Book.
I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a musician. I'm about to embark on a concert tour in the Deep South. What other experience do you have?
Public relations.
Do you foresee any issues in working for a black man?
You and the Deep South, there's gonna be problems.
Green Book got a lot of controversy. They said that Don Shirley's family is not happy with the portrayal, nor did they condone the rights for the studio to use Don Shirley as an autobiographic figure in this film. So they're not happy with the results. And to be honest, there's a lot of people who don't like the idea that Green Book was being used for a film in this type of setting, because Green Book has the history of being, you know, a book that blacks would use in the South to navigate their ways to safe places, because it was a segregated South. So the Green Book actually provided places where you could pump gas and where you could lodge and where you could eat without running into any problems as a traveler in the Black South, in Jim Crow South. So that film, Green Book, did not actually portray the story of that. It was more about Don Shirley and his white driver's friendship and relationship. So there's that controversy there. I did enjoy the movie. It was good. It was a nice little chuckle, but I do understand the magnitude and the importance of what that Green Book actually means to African Americans. And of course, I understand the family not being happy with Don Shirley's portrayal. Maybe, you know, I don't know if the movie outed him because he was a gay man, and I don't know if that was publicized, but they're not happy. Black people ain't happy. What you gonna do? Which brings me to my last film that we're gonna talk about today, which is The Hate U Give.
What's up? Where you been at?
Man, I don't know. You be hanging with all the white kids.
Shut up.
Yeah, when you not around, when you go that to the side.
Out of the car. Yo, Star, you okay?
Go back where he told you. Khalil, I'm not playing. Go back where...
So The Hate U Give, it stars Amanda Steinberg, Regina Hall, and the incomparable Russell Hornsby. Okay, now I just sung Mahershala's praises for Green Book, but let me tell y'all something about Russell Hornsby. Okay, Russell Hornsby is bad, y'all. Russell Hornsby is the next Denzel Washington. Okay, you heard it here first. That's right, you heard it here first. If you don't know nothing about Russell Hornsby, well, now you know. It's all good, baby. Right back at you. So honestly, for real, I just saw Russell Hornsby in 7 Seconds. I saw Russell Hornsby in Fences with Denzel Washington, and now in The Hate U Give, he is giving a stellar performance. Okay, this man, talk about chops. Russell got chops, y'all. Okay, he is a bad actor, y'all, and I mean, you see the strength come through. He's a scene stealer. And now, don't get me wrong, Amanda Steinberg did amazing as well. This young woman is a breakout star, and she deserves all the credit that she's getting for this film. This film was heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. If you've seen 7 Seconds, it's very similar in the film. I just feel like, I mean, police brutality and police and the killings of African Americans, it is something that I can't even muster up to talk about right now. It's so heavy, and this film captures all of that emotion. It could be sensitive. I mean, I saw the film with a white and black audience, and there was not a dry eye in the room, because at the end of the day, let's talk about compassion and empathy. I'm about to get on my soapbox, and I'm not going to do that to y'all because we're talking movies. I ain't preaching. So, the hate you give is heavy. Prepare yourself before you go to the theater. Bring a box of tissues. Bring your best friend, because you're going to need them. I recommend you see it, but you could wait until it actually comes out. You don't have to go to the theaters. I'm sorry. I know that's wrong, but that's how I feel. You could save your money and watch it when it comes out on TV. It is heavy. It is gut-wrenching. It draws you in. It's intense. I enjoyed it. Give these actors a round of applause. I also saw Escape Room. But it ain't worth talking about. So that's a wrap on the movies that I have for 2018, end of the year. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe,